Our next story is about Emmanuel Macron. The French president faces trouble from all sides. The war in Ukraine has hammered Europe. Macron's dreams of leading the continent lie in tatters. His grip on domestic power has weakened because of the poorly thought out election that he conducted last year. And farmers are protesting all over France. Everywhere you look, there's chaos. You would think it couldn't get any worse. But somehow, Macron has managed to create even more trouble for himself. The French president did it again yesterday, another classic foot-in-the-mouth moment where he casually insulted a bunch of African nations. Take a look.
One part was our commitment to fighting terrorism since 2013. We were right. I think some have forgotten to say thank you, but that's okay. It'll come in time. I'm in a good position to know that ingratitude is a disease that cannot be transmitted to humans. But I say this for all the African governments who have not had the courage, in the eyes of their public opinion, to bear it. None of them would be in a sovereign country today if the French army had not been deployed in this region.
And Vugu Nayosi, Black Revolutionary Now. Just want to bring you this video on this anti-black racist Emmanuel Macron from France. Did you heard what he said about African countries? The same countries that made France specifically rich and wealthy today. Without Africa, France would be a shithole country. But this guy have the audacity to open up his mouth and say Afrikans is ungrateful. And if it wasn't for France, Africa would be nothing. The nerve of this white man, the nerve of these people who feel they could just say anything and we don't know what's going on in 2025. It's crazy. This France, this country used to extract over $500 billion from 14 African countries annually. And he have the nerve to talk about Africans is ungrateful and should thank him. Yo, these white people are delusional. They still think we are still living back in the day like we don't know what's going on. The insanity of these people. They think we can't see or we don't know what's going on. We ungrateful? Wow. Well, it's great to see Mali, Burkina Faso, and Niger kick out the French, kick out their language, take down all the colonial murderers, colonizers, statues, offered their schools and their roads and their buildings and everything. It's great to see that. So now he's saying anything to get some kind of attention. The nerve of these people, man. Europe would be nothing without Africa. Will be nothing. But this white man, this anti-black racist, have the nerve to say we should thank him, we should thank France? Wow. Delusional. Just delusional. This is the kind of things they say. And if you guys have been paying attention, you will see these people and them don't even mix words no more. They don't even hide how they feel. They say it out in the open. So when I talk about this is our open enemy, literally, this is our open enemy, because they're saying things openly, right in your face. But I love it, because I love an open racist than a behind the scene, close the door racist. Let me deal with the racism. I like my racism right in my face, because I know who I'm dealing with. I know who I'm dealing with. Black people talk about they don't like racism in their face, whatever. I love racism in my face. It makes me be aware at that current time who I'm dealing with. When you have racism in your face, you never fall asleep, whatever. You never caught lacking. You never caught lacking. So yes, bring on that racism, because I love it. And it shows who we are dealing with. You know, with all this media we have now, and information is moving so fast, I like to see white people racism, because we could call them on it. See, that's a beautiful thing. Back then, yes, they were open. Yes, there was in our face, whatever, but we couldn't really call it out. We didn't have the platform. We didn't have the medium. We didn't have certain things to actually see them for who they are and for the world to see. So yes, this Macron guy is unbelievable, but I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised. Nothing white people say and do these days don't surprise me, because if you know their history, if you know who they are and what they have done to us, you won't be surprised either. So anytime I come across a Negro and you surprised about, you know what I mean, like, oh my God, I can't believe white people did that or is doing that. Yeah, I'm not, because I know who they are. I read up on them. I read up their history. I know who they are, especially when coming to us. Anytime I hear a Negro acting surprised, you know, about this white man history, or he is doing something currently or whatever, like, I mean, I'm just baffled, because I'm like, yo, don't you know who these people are? I am never surprised. The only thing that will surprise me with white people is if they start acting like civilized being on this planet. That's the only thing that will surprise me. But yes, this Macron, look at France today. Yeah, you're welcome. Yeah, you're welcome, Cracker. Because without Africa, France would be nothing. France would be a shithole country like how it was in the dark ages. Yes. So you're welcome, all you French people, for all your heat and all your big lights and your roads and all kind of stuff. That is courtesy of Africa. And you have the nerve to call African black people ungrateful. Emmanuel Macron, you are ungrateful. because African people is the reason why your shithole country is what it is today. Peace and black power, black revolutionary now.